Is it possible to move forward in a relationship after lies have been told, trust has been shattered, and hearts have been broken? Is it even worth it? Well, on today's case, Ms. Smith seems to think so. She says she and her partner, Mr. Gray, have been through it all. But now she's demanding that he stop playing around, make a commitment, and get serious. So, does this fixer-upper still need more work? Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Smith versus Gray.
Excellent, thank you. Ms. Smith, Mr. Gray. Ms. Smith, you are here today because you say your fiancé, Mr. Gray, is a fixer-upper in desperate need of some fixing. You say you've had it with his cheating, flirting, and lack of commitment, and today you want him to make up his mind and choose you once and for all.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Gray, you say you love Ms. Smith, but it's her insecurity and her volatile temper that has kept you from moving forward and making that lifelong commitment she wants.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's get into this. You all have been together for 3 years. You've been engaged for a year. There are no children involved in this together, but you both have children from previous relationships. There's a 12-year age difference, but that didn't seem to be a problem early on. How did we get here, Ms. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I'm here today because I need a commitment from him. I need him to get his stuff together, and I also want my ring back. I'm tired of the red flags and all the lies, and I need him to just get it together. I gotta go.
Well, you gotta go. Well, Mr. Gray, Ms. Smith said it's time to fish or cut bait. What you gonna do?
Your Honor, I want to marry my best friend, right? But she got to know I'm a promoter. I have a lot of, I do entertainment. So she has to know that she can't be insecure. At my shows, at my concerts, at my parties, I have a lot of women around. So sometimes she thinks she takes me being a good host as being flirtatious. So look at her. The reason why she look like that is because all them women that's coming to spend money with me.
What do you mean the reason that she looks like that?
The women, the reason why she traveled, the reason why she look, she fine.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl.
Naturally.
It's because, listen, it's
Go
not,
ahead.
I mean, yeah, naturally she's blessed by God, but look at her blinging over there, the shoes, she look good.
And are you suggesting, Mr. Gray, that the reason that she has access to all of these enhancements to her natural beauty is because you provide that for her?
Rio Entertainment, yes, because of everybody that's supporting me continuously.
Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the problem. We have different love languages and how we see everything differently. He feels like everything is, you know, as long as everything is taken care of financially, then that's all that matters. And I see it differently. So, you know.
How do you see it?
I see it differently because I'm more, you know, more intimate. I want a different side of him. So the side that everyone else sees, of course, he's charming. He'll probably try to holler at you if you let him. Look. So because of that, he doesn't necessarily see, you know, the side of it that I see. Yes, it's all fun and games, you know, when you work, but there has to be an end to it. You know, it has to come to a stop. There's boundaries, there's lines, and there's respect, and he always crosses that line of the respect. Some people hardly even know he's in a relationship.
And you guys have been together for 3 years, and you are supposed to be committed in terms of engaged and ready to build a family, at least for the last year. When you met, was Mr. Gray this kind of young man, or was he something different?
Oh, no, he was something different, Your Honor. That's when I knew that, you know, in the beginning, it was too good to be true. I had that feeling, you know, everything was perfect. I mean, we were, you know, very, like, intimate more so, like, just being around each other, being in each other's presence. I had people constantly coming to me talking about, oh, I don't know why you feel like, because I would post him on my social media, not knowing the type of man that he was, because, mind you, I didn't know who he was and what he did when I first met him. He's
A player?
Yes, he's a player, and I wouldn't get too comfortable type, but it was, for me, you know, I never listened to the he say, she say. I never listened to the he say, she say.
You can't listen to people.
One at a time, please.
Well, I want to turn to Mr. Gray, because Mr. Gray, Ms. Smith says you came across like the knight in shining armor, but the streets were saying, do not be misled.
See, one thing about the streets, you can't listen to what the streets are saying.
No, sometimes the streets be saying the truth now.
But I'm
not suggesting.
I'm from the show me state.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
I show her everything and tell her little stuff. I speak with my actions.
Okay.
So
have you said or done anything in this past 3 years of you all being together to give her reason to be concerned about whether or not you are still player?
I made some mistakes, everybody have, but she said she was gonna forgive me. So if you forgive me, then let's move on.
Let's go over to this promoter, because that's your business. And Ms. Smith, that's one thing that you're going to have to deal with unless he decides to change his business. And when you are an event promoter, part of your business is to be friendly, to almost be flirtatious, to take on a whole different persona, because that's your business. Are you ever going to be able to deal with that?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, and it's not so much, I know what I got into when I decided to start dating a promoter. It's not that bothers me. It's the line of respect that he always...
Explain what you mean by that.
For instance, his social media is a hot mess, and anybody that knows him, you can look it up yourself.
That's how I met her, Your Honor.
The stuff...
I jumped up in her inbox on social media, on Facebook. That's how I met her.
Okay, and you got ignored plenty of times.
But there was that one time that he didn't get ignored.
That one time.
That one time.
We trying to fix something.
And Your Honor,
what's up?
even like you can see, I have it up in evidence, one of his posts, the type of stuff that he talks about.
Well, do tell. My something turned into a noodle. I may be older than you, but I know I can figure what those blurred out words mean.
Yes.
Is it tilted?
No, I'm tired, Your Honor.
I'm tired.
Yes.
I got you. And can't make any more service calls tonight.
Your Honor, she was laying right next to me.
And that's the problem,
I got
Your
on
Honor.
social media.
Why?
With what I do, I'm a promoter.
What does that have to do with you putting her sex life on blast?
That wasn't her sex
It wasn't
life.
even,
I'm talking about with
it had
somebody
nothing
else.
to do with our sex life. That's the
But I
problem.
wasn't cheating on her,
That's the problem. He makes posts like this all over the internet. And you know, like I said, people who don't know that he's laying in the bed with me, obviously I know. It gets embarrassing.
Oh.
It
That's
gets
all that
screenshots.
matters, as long as she know.
No, as long as I know.
wasn't
That's
out
not
there
all that
slanging
matters.
it.
One at a time.
Absolutely not.
There was multiple posts.
Ladies, I'm dropping blah blah off for $400 starting at 3:30. So DM me ASAP to reserve your 6-minute session.
$400. I'll come over there for 15 minutes.
You do not need to brag about slinging it with Lottie, Dottie, and everybody to stay relevant. You mean to tell me that you are not even talking about your fiancé? You are suggesting that you are slinging it with other women? No. I need an answer to that.
Hold on, I'm about to give you an answer, but hold on, Judge.
Look.
Your Honor, I was sitting there, I was laying next to her.
I don't care if you were on the moon
if I'm
with
laying
John
next to
Glenn.
her, how can I be slanging noodle down
I
I-70?
only want to know, is that what you were suggesting on that text?
No.
Why did you feel the need to tell the world what you were doing? So either you were talking about her or you were humiliating her by telling people you were talking about somebody else. It's one or the other.
Before she met me, she knew sometimes I say something I don't mean on social media now. You can't believe everything you read on social media.
But Mr. Gray,
That's my job.
let me be very honest with you. I get what your job is and what it's not. I've been in the business for 30 years. I've been there longer than almost you've been alive. So please, don't ever tell me what your job is when it is coming to entertainment. And sir, you do not need to brag about slinging it with Lottie, Dottie, and everybody to stay relevant. Relevant people don't do that. Insecure brothers do that. Just letting you know.
Oh, she know I ain't insecure now.
Then you don't need to tell people what you're doing if you're doing it right. Trust and believe. Next.
So with that being said, like there was multiple posts regarding that. He had package deals, Your Honor, regarding the same thing. So.
Ooh, Father.
Yes.
Ladies, I'm dropping blah blah off for $400 starting at 3:30. So DM me ASAP to reserve your 6-minute session.
Wow.
Make sure them kids on the porch when I pull up.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Because I know you got something for me, but let me tell you why. It was a snowstorm, Your Honor.
Wow.
Can't nobody, we snowed in. Can't nobody go nowhere. I can't go nowhere. She can't go nowhere. If y'all need a snow-in bay, we need some money, because I ain't been able to throw no parties in a week. So we need some money, $400. And I'll come over there for 15 minutes. But I wasn't going nowhere. Her truck blocked in, my truck blocked in.
He would have if the right person slid in his DM.
Mr. Gray, you're saying that the way you run your business, because I want to interpret this correctly, the way you run your business, these kinds of jokes and sexual innuendo, whether they're true or false or not, is going to be how you perceive staying relevant. That's just who you are.
No, I mean, just numbers don't lie. If you look at the numbers and the likes and the shares, it goes crazy.
So in other words, this is the persona that you've created.
Right, I'm a different person. See, right now, when we leave here, I'm DeMario. But on social media, I'm Rio.
It spills over into our personal relationship.
How does it spill over, Miss Smith?
Because, like I said, the internet stuff, I had to get him off of my social media. I don't follow him on Facebook because of these posts. They get screenshotted and sent to me anyway. And I tell people, can you please, because I'd rather not see it because it is embarrassing. So it comes back to me. It's like people ask me, how do you feel? You're laying up with this man. We live together now. You're in a relationship.
The same people that want to...
Okay, the people who follow you and love you and support you truly for who you are going to support you no matter what. They don't... You want a kiki ha-ha on the internet to have people, following you, and it's about the likes, but you have to take care of home and make sure that home is straight before that. He claimed that he went to Miami for peace and tranquility, and I found something in his car.
What did you find?
I found a plane ticket, Your Honor.
That's a young lady's name, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor. And it's not my name.
And it's not your name?
I didn't go.
Tag, you're it.
It wasn't mine.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. Ms. Smith, I'm gonna be devil's advocate for just a moment because Mr. Gray has created this persona. Mm-hmm. What'd you say you are on social media, Rio?
Yeah, I do it the Rio way.
He's Rio on social media. Beyonce always says that when she goes on stage, she's not Beyonce, she's Sasha Fierce.
Yes.
Right.
It's a whole nother persona. Mr. Gray is saying his social media, his public persona is his own version of Sasha Fierce that he has created, and it's successful for him.
Right.
And it's what's bringing the money into your home. It's what's keeping you in the style of comfort that you enjoy. That's what Mr. Gray is saying. Is that something you can deal with?
It's something that I've been dealing with.
I'm not asking you that.
Yes.
Is it something you can deal with? Because you say that you want a man that's going to commit to you. Mm-hmm. And I know when you filed court papers, you said he's a fixer-upper. No, he's not. He is a complete human being the way he is right now. And by the way, he's happy with who he is. And you were happy with him when you were dating him. Now you're about to be serious with him. This is somebody you say you want to be your husband, stepfather to your children. You have to determine whether or not this whole human being, as he is. Now, yes, he will probably make some changes in his life, because as we mature, we do. Mm-hmm. But you're not going to get him to give up who he is and his perception of what is necessary to forward his business. You're not.
And I'm not asking him to, Your Honor. But I just feel like there needs to be an on and off switch.
In the past month, you've been to California, Miami, Houston, Dallas, Texas.
Let's talk about Miami. Let's talk about who you were with in Miami in the 2 days when you went for a weekend.
Oh, I thought you went to Miami with him. You didn't go?
I didn't go to, he went.
She went the first time.
In January, he went to Miami. We were actually arguing at this time. He claimed that he went to Miami for peace and tranquility. So I let him have his peace. I was waiting to see if he was gonna call me or text me. He didn't do anything. So he comes back and I ended up driving his car and I found something in his car.
What did you find?
I found a plane ticket, Your Honor. A receipt of, and I actually presented it to evidence.
That was somebody that worked for me, plane ticket.
Just a minute. That's a young lady's name, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Tag, you're it.
Boom.
Your Honor, it wasn't mine.
Sounds like a bad
Look.
song
It wasn't
from
mine.
the
Listen,
90s.
listen. I got a couple people that help me promote and stuff that be driving my car sometimes. They probably left it in there.
So you're
The
telling me
dates are
that's
on
not a
there.
current boarding pass of anybody that you took to Miami?
It wasn't mine.
Was that the flight that you took? And if you need me to print it out and get it over
I
to you,
can't
and
see
because
that
you know better than I do. You know.
You're
you
right.
know if some
It
chick
wasn't,
went with you.
It wasn't me.
Was there a girl on the flight that you paid for a ticket for?
No, that got
Same
red on
date,
the bottom of it.
same
So
dates
that
and
mean
everything.
that mean you getting reimbursed for it.
Was there a young lady that you were intending to take?
See, now we getting somewhere. All right, I'm gonna keep it 100.
See, you know what?
This
We
was
trying to
Mr.
move
Gray,
forward.
Your Honor.
Mr. Gray, Mr.
You
Gray.
think you know something, Judge?
Mr.
Your
Gray,
Honor.
let me tell you something
Listen,
real quick.
You been around
Let me
the
tell
block.
you something. I'm a lot of things. Stupid is not one of them.
How you figure that
And
out?
neither am I.
Okay.
See, listen. I was about.
He's used to dealing
That's crazy.
with a poo butt young girl. Sorry, no offense. But you're dealing with Star Jones now.
I was about-
You
listen,
need to
Your Honor,
understand.
I'll do
You
respect.
better recognize.
That's crazy. You good. That's crazy. But I was about to take somebody, and then it came to my senses. I can't cheat on my girl. Look, I don't want to cheat on her. And then I tried to get the refund. That's why it's on it's red on the bottom.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When I was a homicide prosecutor,
Yeah.
I literally used to do cross-examinations, and folk would confess on the witness stand.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think it would happen here in divorce court.
See, but now, I gotta give props what props is due, and I want to move forward. You good now, because I don't know how you came up with that. But listen, Your Honor, when you dealing with when you do what I do, promoter, you gotta have all the beautiful women around you, because beauty attracts people.
I understand that
Now,
beauty attracts
with all
people,
due
but
respect,
can you?
no disrespect.
Yes.
You married and all, but if you was in Kansas City and you wasn't married,
What'd I tell you?
you might be on my promo
What'd I
team
tell
too,
you?
Your Honor.
What'd I
you
tell
might
you,
be
Your
a
Honor?
promoter too. I mean, you might be on my
See?
promo team. You might be a
Prime
Rio
example.
girl. But that's what brings the people. That's what brings the people, Your Honor. That's why I'm successful, because I keep the pretty women around me.
No.
See, now I'm gonna tell you, you see how slick he was?
Real slick.
Very
He is.
slick. Okay, so Mr. Gray,
Yes.
complimenting me does not work. But I appreciate the fact that you shot your shot. But Mr. Gray, you gotta make a determination. Are you serious about this young lady? Seriously.
Yes.
Are you serious about this
Yes.
young lady?
Yes.
Miss Smith, Mr. Gray,
Yes, Your Honor.
if you feel like being with him, go with God. Because you are not going to get what you want. What you have here is what you're gonna get.
It's a work of art.
If you end up getting married to him, you're gonna be married to him.
You saying that in a bad way or what, Judge? Hold on.
Let me tell you exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, talk to me.
If I was in Kansas City, you'd probably be in jail.
Man, what you was on, man?
I can't believe you shot your shot at the judge.
Wow. I mean,
did
if you
think?
don't want to act right, maybe she want to act
So you
right.
thought she was gonna leave her husband. That's your problem.
Stop being insecure.
I'm not
You know what's
insecure.
up.
Stop
All right.
being a hoe.
Well, I think she knows who she has. What do you think, Robert?
Oh, yeah, she definitely knows who she has. Let me tell you, I'm gonna change his name. It's gonna be Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
He tried to pick you up.
In his dreams. Bless his heart. This young man is a whole lot of things. As I said, not too many things. He is three many things.
Oh, yeah.
But I think she probably will stick around long enough to get a couple more of them trips in.
Yeah, I think what? Dubai maybe next?
Yeah.